to Rashmi, who continues to be with us on the broadcast. She's a Hindu rights activist. Rashmi, there are various criticisms to the proposal of a uniform civil code that have been made. Mr. Sanjay Ghosh argued that despite thorough reform in the Hindu personal law, we still see a lot of abuses happening. And till the time we have a good system in place, we cannot reconcile with the reality of the UCC. How do you see all those arguments? Rashmi.
Well, Anusha, I definitely do agree that implementation is very necessary and that necessary resources need to be allocated to ensure that these laws are upheld by the end of the day. But I do feel that the laws themselves are not sufficient right now, and the Uniform Civil Code is the need of an hour. It remains to be seen what are included and what's not included within the draft. But I definitely do feel that the Uniform Civil Code will go a long way in ensuring that all people have equal rights, and it will especially benefit women, given that they've been at the receiving end of a lot many social evils that have been legitimized in society using laws like these, and wherein personal laws have come in with the whole explanation of customs, and they have disadvantaged women, specifically of certain minority religions, and that this Uniform Civil Code will give them an equal platform to flourish and have a good future as equal citizens of this country.
No, Sumit Chander, coming to you, there's an interesting point that Mr. Ghosh made. He said that, while Hindu women have got equal right to property now, in the last 2 decades, this entire movement was seen in the judiciary and in the legal world, and this reform was brought in through a will. A lot of women are denied those rights. The same cannot be done under the Muslim personal law. So will we have a uniform code that will govern the entire country as to what will happen in terms of inheritance, which forms a huge part of the debate right now? Under inheritance, you have problematic aspects like the tribal rights, the land rights, matriarchal societies, and much more. But when it comes to the two major religions in this country, Hindus and Muslims, and especially inheritance, can we really have a common civil code? Sumit.
See, it's very simple. Why are we trying to make it just to a specific religion of Hindu or Muslim kind of a fight? Uniform Civil Code, when it comes, is it even practical by virtue of the other provisions of the Constitution? Or Article 44, which provides for a UCC or a Uniform Civil Code, is somewhere in contravention of Article 25 and 26, which talks about freedom to practice religion, freedom to manage religious affairs. So those are the things we need to look into. And it is also that same very constitution which provides certain articles, say Article 371A, which provides special for Nagaland, and 371G for Mizoram, which say that no parliamentary legislation will replace the customary law or religious system. So 2 states in our country, by virtue of this very constitution, is protected. And it clearly says that no parliamentary legislation.
But Sumit, I was reading up today on the autonomous regions and how various countries across the world have some geographical area where there are certain special indigenous rights which are protected. The same can be done in India as well.
So, but those things are to be seen, because if you are talking about civil code coming throughout the country, is it even practical? Say, for example, the smallest of the things, you've already taken the marriage and the succession. But also, when we talk about Hindu law, there is a Hindu undivided family, HUF, which many millions of people in our country are already having properties registered in those names. So when there is a property already existing in a name of an HUF, with the coming of the UCC, what happens to those properties?
Okay,
So
well, there are those aspects. I want